everybody, my name is Christina Webby. We're in Atlanta today and we're photographing a ballerina in 3 Atlanta locations. The first location is Krug Street Tunnel that has so much artwork and graffiti on the walls. The second location is Jackson Street Bridge, which shows the beautiful skyline in Atlanta. I think Atlanta has one of the most gorgeous skylines in this area, so I want to photograph that. And the third location, we were driving around and I saw this and I'm like, we gotta shoot in here. We have the waterfall and I want to see what we can get in here. We're shooting with my two Z7, we're shooting with my two Nikon Z7 cameras. We're only using natural light, no strobes, no flashes. And our model, her name is Sierra. She's a 13 years old ballerina dancer. And I brought a tripod to use in the tunnel because of the low light situation, but I might not use it. So the look I'm going for today is soft and crisp with powerful moves. And I will be sharing with you my thoughts and camera settings, etc. So please ask questions. We started our photo shoot at Krug Street Tunnel. This is Sierra, everybody. Sierra started stretching and she got to work right away. I love this tunnel. Everywhere, look at that pose. She's so refined with her. She's only 13 and she's been doing this for a few years, but she's so good at it. And her graceful shows through all of her moves. As you guys know, dancers they create art with their bodies, with their moves. Look at this. I love it. I only used natural light. I brought a reflector and a flash. I didn't use neither. And that was, to me, that was pushing myself out of my comfort zone. In here, I wanted some silhouettes because I saw this bright light coming from behind her. So I went a little bit behind the barbed wires and I was shooting through it. I got a couple lines in the, as you can see, the lines in there. I love this silhouette. It was a challenge for me shooting without lighting other than the natural lighting and make it look decent to my taste, because I am somebody who uses all available light and most of the time I bring my own available light, but that was going out of my comfort zone and I loved every minute of it. I recommend to everybody, whatever your shooting style is, get out of it, do something different. And this was a playtime for me and Olga. Olga, she's my friend and she was helping me with this photo shoot. She's always behind the scenes. She's too shy to be in front of the camera. But I photographed her last month. Anyways, so this is Sierra. Look at those moves. I mean, she's refined. This girl is elegant. After the Krug Street Tunnel, this is the south entrance. We went to the north entrance behind her there. So we're ending in here, and this is the north side of the Krug Street Tunnel. And as you can see, it's a piece of art to be in there. Even it's street art and the graffiti, it's still art. That's an expression of somebody, many bodies. They express themselves on these walls, and that's acceptable in this tunnel. Look at this, guys. All I was using here is natural light, but I used the natural light reflected on the cement in front of her to reflect. So now she turned her back to where I was shooting, and now I'm shooting from inside. Just wanted to get more silhouettes and more just different lighting and always exploring new angles. She was for almost 20 minutes in these poses. Like we took about 20 minutes to half an hour in this tunnel. Look at the strength in her leg. This girl is so dedicated. I see her being an amazing ballerina in the future. She gets tired, but she does not give up. So this is shooting back from outside, and then we did a couple jumps in here. The cars would stop and look at us. It was really odd, but anyway, we stayed with it. I shot with a little bit of wide angle, and again, Olga was taking the behind the scenes. She did a magnificent job. That was the oh, look at this. I'm looking at those photos again and I'm like, I love it. So this is the Jackson Street Bridge. And we did a couple poses in here. It was too busy and windy, and I just didn't feel like we had the best setting for it, considering that we're at the other side of the street. But look at the photo. She's like falling back and happily falling back. This is the last set. We went to the park that we just literally found on our way driving in Atlanta, and Olga and I decided that I should be going in the water. Olga gave me all the looks and cheers of encouragement while I was in the ice cold water. But look at Sierra. She, with her graceful and just long moves and long limps, just with her strength in front of me, that gave me strength. I didn't even feel the ice cold water until I got out. But look at this. All natural light, guys. Didn't want to blur the background a lot. I was shooting with my Z7 and I didn't have my longest lens to begin with. But this was an experimental photo shoot for me, shooting outside without my controlled lighting. I love that I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I'd advise everybody to do it. Like now I want to do it even a little bit different next time. It's something out of my comfort zone. So I loved it. So here's a little recap of the photos. Try to have the leading lines lead all to her in the first shot. And here it was all about her grace and elegance. And here it's about that length and finesse in her moves. I feel truly lucky that I was able to photograph Sierra on such a short notice. Her gracefulness and her mother was so easy to work with. So here we go, guys. Enjoy this and let me know if you have any questions.